In this week's video, I want to talk about how you can combat negative thinking just like that. We all get caught up in it from time to time. Sometimes, for some of us, maybe a little bit more than we'd like, negative thinking. It can bring us to our knees. It can keep us from excelling. It can keep us from achieving our goals and performing to our best ability. So, what do you do when you start to hear that negative voice come back into the back of your head? How do you combat that negative thinking? Well, I've got three different ways to help you do that. First off, as soon as you recognize that you've got a negative thought, challenge that thought. When you hear that negativity entering your mind, examine what's going on around you and become self aware. Reflect on how you're feeling when you think that. What is going on around you in the environment? Is it a situation? Is it an experience? And what I like to do is review the acronym HALT. HALT stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. So oftentimes when that negative thinking comes into my head, I think, am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? Do I just need to take a rest? Do I need to call a friend? Do I need to just have a snack or um, just take a moment to step back from what's going on. And speaking of calling up a friend, how is what you're talking to yourself, that dialogue in your head, is that something that you would talk to a friend about? Is that something that you would say to a friend or say to somebody that you care about? If it's not, why are you saying that to yourself? So, another thing is to think positive thoughts, because if you refocus your attention onto something that is more positive, you can remove yourself from that negative thinking. So, along that lines, take a break from your thoughts. You can allow yourself a moment or two with that negative thought, but what I want you to do is choose to move on from that thought. You don't have to dwell in that for very long. Distract yourself with a short walk or maybe a quick workout or listen to your favorite radio show or podcast. You can also focus on your breathing for a few cycles, just taking the time to breathe in fully through your nose, holding that breath for a moment, and then exhaling fully through your mouth. This allows you to take a break from your negative thoughts. It pulls you into the present moment. And when you're fully in the present moment, you're not thinking about the past, you're not worrying about the future. You can truly just be. And by focusing just on your breath, you allow that to happen in the present moment. And the final thing that I like to suggest for combating negative thinking is to practice gratitude. So, after you have acknowledged your negative thoughts and chosen to move on with your day, take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. This also brings you into the here and now and brings your attention to the present moment. It also provides you with something positive to focus on. So think about the little things that maybe you take for granted that you can take a moment to be appreciative for, like the roof over your head or clean drinking water. If you run out of all of those things, you can start thanking um, for things that are a little more frivolous, like Diet Coke or designer jeans. You can be grateful for your job, your family, your loved ones, your fur babies, for your health. But being thankful brings your attention to the present moment. It gives you something positive to focus on instead of dwelling on that negative thought that's been ruminating in your head. So, now that you know how to combat that negative thinking, do you need to take some time for yourself to kind of collect and recharge? So if you do, you can download my self-care planner and start doing it. This will help you map out where you're going to take care of yourself this week. It can help you plan out some proactive ways to combat that negative thinking. So if you would like to, you can download that at www.embody360wellness.com/self-care planner. I'd love to talk through it with you if you want to DM me or reach out at Stephanie at embody360wellness.com. Have a great week, everybody.